Hello and once again, welcome to Mobile Adventures, where at some point we are going to be doing that. So, anyway, let's get to the usual stuff. This is done on a phone. You might hear clawing and scratching noises to make certain maneuvers happen. Otherwise, it's held at a wide stance to prevent that, but it comes at the cost of precision, like walking into trees, buildings, and pits of death. And I finally got this basement hollowed out. Just need to actually make things happen down here. And while I'm at it, I just want to... I have done some... We need to do some work to the mansion. We're not going to spend a whole ton of time on it, because I think you might be wanting to see different things, but right now I have windows. Suddenly I don't have windows. I had glass panes ready to, well, there's some. I had a whole bunch of them. They were ready to go. I swore they were in here, but obviously, as you can see, they are not. Also, some of you may wonder why the thumbnail says Pocket Edition. Well, it's on my phone, and it's usually in my pocket. And it just makes sense to call it that anyway, because what ultimately became known as Bedrock actually was Pocket Edition. Where did I put them? Although I think we're going to need some of this stuff anyway, because I noticed I have not exactly finished things that I should have finished and didn't. So we're going to take that and that. Where did I put them? Did I accidentally place them in a chest I shouldn't have? See, everything's big now. I have an OLED display on the phone, so it alternates usually how big or small the inventory and all the heads-up displays are. It's set up for the 6 wide as you see it, and you can see all the stuff's in a line, whereas you've seen before where it kind of looks haphazard at times. And I looked over there, and I mean, I did come from the basement, so I just wanted 100% be sure. See, now we've made our one direction that we come in. Did I accidentally put it somewhere I shouldn't have? Or did I put it here? Well, no. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what happened. I made the glass, I just didn't take them out of the oven quite yet. Because I still want to close up I think we finished the first floor. I'm just going to step in here to be sure. Step into the ballroom, which hasn't been... Oh, no, I haven't. Very close, though. But I ultimately want to get the farm going, because I started work on that. As you also saw in the previous episode, started building the sheep building to keep them safe from the wolves. not realizing how the mechanics work in that apparently when you're... I gotta put the molding in and find some more iron so I can put some chandeliers up here, and the whole center of this will be lit up and look nice. So anyway, yeah, we got the first floor. Now the second floor, this is ultimately how you're going to enter to get here. This will be a double wide. I got to get to that point. I'm going to start with the bedroom. And work our way around. Then when we finally have enough, we'll do transoms. And we do that. Fortunately, being that the second level is shorter, it's using less glass. I stretched myself a little too much, and you can kind of see some of the work that I did over there. And it appears most of the sheep, if not all, may be safe still. But right there, you can see, I mean, in the last video, put some of the pillars in. So, I've been wondering why the sheep have been disappearing. I figured wolves have got to the edge of the fence. So then I doubled up the fence, the fences, so that it would, it was still kind of slightly open to the environment, but that is gonna be fixed once I, one of these days, do something with this tower. I should actually do something about that sooner rather than later. So once again, as I said, I wanted to enchant stuff when we get to 30. I was at level 29, and that bar was filled to just 1 or 2 ticks away from reaching level 30. Then I got bound up in a void, hiss, boom, dead. So I'm not gonna wait for that anymore. I still, just for the sake of making this all look nice, fill in the rest of the bookshelves with which we obviously don't really need to do that. Alright, oh, we only got 45 to go. I might as well just fill in these. And there's also a detail that I have left out of the mansion that I did over there, is that there's a little crown above the windows, which I have not done literally anywhere else. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the experience up maybe a point or 2 more and just see what I can get. And exactly 9 blocks left. And then I'm going to see what I can do with the sword in terms of enchanting. So this definitely needs work to be done, and to enclose the mansion, which, oh, I actually went over that. I'm also now at the point that I'll fight creepers on the flat ground, and if they make a hole, I've got cobblestone to fill the divot and then the final layer for the dirt. So we can fight them here, and if they blow up, they'll do a lot less damage. Not fighting them up there anymore because we've pretty much oh, go, 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 go. This is not good. Die, die, die. Good. Don't let the creeper here. Oh, not here. There you are. Yeah, that's the problem, is I have to have the volume low so you don't go deaf, but that comes at the cost of me being able to hear what's going on. So I gotta look back, look forth. Of course, I'm just thrashing away on the sword to try to get it to swing. And like I said, I gotta look back and forth because I can't hear anything. Looking away from the Enderman. I like that I can two-shot them with a critical hit. You see, the mansion's starting to look nice, although we gotta get more material. So, yeah, I just said, forget about it. I'm just going to alright. Oh, bad. Alright, had enough. This was open. Move the player. Alright, so we definitely need a bunch of these. I'm going to check around everywhere because fall into the mine. That needs to be moved. I want to be sure that we're clear and we're not going to fall victim again. Alright, this is also why we get the cobblestone. Is cover the vulnerable areas. So if Hissy Boom happens here again, there's not much to repair. That's a thing we gotta also do. Now I want to be sure that we're okay here. Yeah, I'm going to look this way. And bricks. Again, we kind of need that for the tower anyway. But as you can see here, I have a decorative top over the windows, but literally nowhere else, including the main building, does it exist. So while I'm thinking of it, let's take care of these things. Or just take care of what I've got right now, and then maybe off camera go and do more of it. And we can just jump out these dormers because none of these have windows yet. As you can see, we've got the decoration here. Now we're going to swap over to this and that. And of course we got the light on top to keep anything from spawning on top of the full blocks. No, over here. A little eager, aren't we? Jumping. Alright, we're definitely not, and that's not where I wanted that. I wanted that here. This. Break. Actually, over here, it would just be easier to do that, this. I'll just get a treatment like that. That. Yeah, it'd be easier to do it that way. Okay, that's not where I was going to land, so. And in the dormer. Not what I wanted to do. And of course, some things don't line up, hence why we get the wide one here and some narrower ones, because I decided to just, when I made the ballroom / swimming pool edition, I didn't quite space things right, so it's off one block in two directions, and I just decided to leave it because the amount of work involved to fix it is just too much. Now, speaking of the addition, that's what we're on right now. Oh yeah, I was telling you, I said, forget about it in terms of waiting. So, decided to go with the diamond armor, which is already going south. I need more deep slate anyway, so I gotta go into the mines and get more, which I'll probably find more diamonds, because that's pretty much where I've been finding them. Just one of those weird loads of laundry where I tried to balance it out, and apparently to some degree it's not balanced. Alright, I don't have enough to keep going, so what I'm going to do is almost everything I have done. This is where I use single panes because it's only a single block deep. This more or less is going to indicate where the work has been completed, at least on the exterior. And we're going to definitely need more. Alright, but that's not what we're going to do now. So anyway, the thing we're really trying to go for is the sheep thing build over there. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a sheep thing build. So one of the other issues that I do have, besides collecting junk we don't need, is that I read up on it because apparently in the forests, even if you build a building with a grass floor for the sheep to graze on, wolves can still spawn inside. So I read up that you need about a, let's see, okay, yeah, I moved those up here. I need a light level of 8 or less. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is make it so I put torch light up there and we get a level of 8 or less. So I'm going to put a... Alright, I did this wrong. So the sheep haven't been bothered with lately, which is good. But this is wrong. This is a beam that continues out this way. And we'll put a decoration on the exposed ends when we get to that point. And while I'm thinking of it, I think this is it. And, yep, right here. So we have a structure here that, you know, big beam to support the roof, and a pillar down there also to support it, and beams across there to support the weight, to support the structure itself from wobbling. It's one of those things, again, that I say that we older players tend to build things more realistically than for eye candy. And as you can see, this has become an area that's kind of no longer can really lead creepers up to, because it's been detonated and devastated. Oh yeah? Like I said, we gotta look around, look behind, look everywhere, because I can't hear anything. And also, since for some reason it's probably because of the lack of knockback, which I'm so used to in the 50th birthday world. I'm kinda... we got orbs here we haven't collected. Yeah, we'll take that all. As the spider eyes will definitely be useful in make sure I'm safe where I'm at. And if something green goes hiss and boom, it would take care of more of this hill, but actually we're on a level right now where we don't want him to oh, something hit me. And we have skeleton, which we are intentionally trying to make him come down. And looking around. Grab them experience. Oh. Alright, we're safe. Alright, we got some work we need to get done as well. So we do a little battle. Then just play it safe and not take it too far. Cannot pick up things. Now we can. We gotta build a farm as well. Can we pick up? We can press buttons. What? Oh. Alright, that's what happened. Ooh, no. Oh, I got 2 hits. Some powder that I cannot pick up. This is what I'll do. Get rid of this because we can get more of that anytime. And missed the... Alright, so... yeah, we are not in a position to fight anymore. But that'll be fine. We're just gonna walk over. We want the health to get better. I also need to cook some of the cow patties that I already do have, and really... yeah, okay, this is one of those situations where I would just... I don't trust the rain. The thunderstorms don't work correctly. What's supposed to happen is the sky's supposed to be dark gray and the clouds get black, but it could happen on anything, which it's not supposed to work that way. Alright. Get rid of some spider eyes here. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of fuel there. But I cannot... No, I got a full rack here, so I need to go upstairs and put away some stuff. More of this. And we get this, which then we can combine, hopefully, to make a full one. Very close. And where did that go? Oh, there it is. It was also... Oh yeah, I was very positive I grabbed some arrows. That. Okay, one of the things I wanted to do was make this double wide, which, see if it's safe to come out here. I just don't trust how the weather works. It doesn't work the way it used to. Put that there for now. And I've got 2 of those. We can put this here for now. And yeah, as we've been doing the build out, kind of changed a few things. Like this is now a double wide. I gotta do something with this tower. We gotta start building this up. And then putting a roof here. Alright, so we've made this the double wide. We're also making this double wide. Oh, and it's doing that thing again. There is a SIM card in this phone. Yeah, this actually makes a little more sense here too. Also could use, which I don't have, yeah. Not sure I'm going to address that part yet. Or that part. Yeah, so basically all I have to do is, when I shut off the phone, is twist the phone slightly, and the oxidation on the connection to the SIM card the phone will start working correctly again. Oh yeah, this is not going anywhere. Except, yeah, we can put this here. And I'm going to just continue right now. I know it's done, doing what it's doing. I just need one of those, so I'm going to go in the basement and discard the rest for the moment. See, it works kind of better now. So, oh, I had more. I could have just grabbed. And I didn't. I only need one. I can put these away here. And I want to take care of that issue right now, while I'm thinking of it. No, we should go this way. And then when it comes to here, there. Although, do we actually need that now? Yeah, it's still a little bit of a tight squeeze, so yeah, I want to get some stuff done, so I'm not going to let the daytime thing happen. Sewer dryer phase. And we're back. Funny thing is, when I resumed the game, it actually rained inside, which was kind of weird. So, much safer to head down the stairs now. Be sure it's safe to go anywhere. Well, we get hissy boomy. Oh, and another hissy boomy. Yeah, take you out here where it's relatively safe. I think I got him twice. And once again, this, that. Oh, another one. Yeah, you didn't get me this time. Let's look around, be sure we're safe. And into placement. So now if we take him here again and hissy boomy goes boom, not much to fix. Very little damage to repair. I think I'm now at the point that I'm just going to call it good. I know I could have just went around, but so the whole point here is I think we got it high enough. Because you want a light level of 8 or less. So if we have it at the ground, it's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Safe bet to go with the 7. Alright, now we're going to switch over and finish this, more or less. Yep. Can you reach that? Now, I am going to need to get up here. That's not what I wanted, but I'm going to let that live for now. And we're jumping! Imagine that. That is not what I wanted. Incorrect answer. That's better. Right, now you go away. Actually, we don't need to do that. But we don't want the light level hitting 0, which is very important to keep the bad guys away. So we're very close to... Can we reach these actually? Yes, we can. I don't know why I didn't bother with the others, but I did. That one, but we can reach this one. So we're going to put torches somewhat heavily along the top of the beams up there, and that should get the light level to a maximum of 7, and that'll keep the wolves out of here. Get rid of this crap while we can. Very annoying thing to have. Alright, so we are going to be right next to this beam for more reasons than one. No. Not there. The important thing is to get this all built and ready. Then the only problem is the entry point, because that's where light levels greater than 7 can get in, and we don't want that. This. Then we can get rid of this. Break. Now we have the full width of the building. Alright, so I'm just trying to grab as much as I can and throw it away. Pretty much. Also been going after this a little bit. We know we got hissy boomies to deal with, and we need to be able to fill in the holes if we fail to get their goodies. So let's go with this and that at this point. Like the orientation there. Not what we wanted. Hissy boomy powder, which can help with this mountainous task of removing this hill. It might also dig a little too far and we're going to have to fix things, but we can break things. How are you not coming this way? You know what? We're at a point right now that I'm not willing to risk it too much more now. Reason being, we're at level 20. We can probably get something halfway decent with that. Let's see, anything here that we could dump? Well, yeah, we can dump that. We're short there. And of course, I'm scanning to be sure that I'm not walking into a surprise. Oh, like that. Yeah, we're just gonna let that stuff disappear. Is this something I think this is, yeah, this is fillable. We can get a bunch of garbage and fill that in. Again, looking around, being sure we're safe. I want to fill up that, see, I don't take it this far. It just happens. I mean, I'm literally aiming up. Although that time I did kind of hit it down low. Now we can move. I think that's the only one we missed. Yeah, we can fill this hole in. This one, not so much. Get rid of that. That's one of these I just remembered is not exactly right. And the building. There we go. Grab the leather and hit the button. Well, this isn't helping terribly much. At least it's something. Actually, we got a little more that we... I know it's not a ton, but at least it's something. this, and a couple books, leather. We'll swap those over like that. So, alrighty then. And this goes there. This goes away. I'm gonna try and get the sword to be a better thing. Okay, well, in house. Yeah, enchanting is up here. Grab our 3 bookcases and yeah, we got a hole here that it makes more sense to. Let's see what happens. 13. That is not what we need. So what we'll do is, yep, that. Knockback. They'll give us a chance. Let's just take that. Knockback 1. I mean, it's something. Well, it's something. It's a start. Makes the creepers a little safer to be around. That's the big thing. Oh, we didn't want to get rid of that one. Eventually we might make books and fill in these bookcases. Also didn't finish the molding around here, which, yeah, whatever. Alright, one of these is not correct. So what I'm going to do is go down here and go all the way down. Yep, all the way down. So one of these is off. And I didn't make a storage thing for the black stone quite. Not black stone, but wrong level. Back up the stairs we go again. Up to the bedroom. Because that's where apparently we want to keep that. Yep. That's what we're needing. And again, I keep missing the... Oh yeah, I took out the, took out the landing point. Anyway, that kind of goes here anyhow. Or does it? Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, break it. Yeah, that doesn't actually go there. Alright, I've made a mistake out here, and I noticed in one of the videos, and I didn't pay... Of course, this is when it's... Oh, hi. Yeah, this is off by one. Need this. Need this. And this. It's there. Yeah, now it's at height. That has been one short for quite a while. Now that I am going to sleep the night off, because I'm putting back what I don't quite need at the moment, and we can move the player. We still have some of these. Put this away and sleep. So go back out on the attic, and I don't think we're going to make enough to... no, I don't want to go out that window. We'll go this way. We've done all the way over here. Yep. And we got that one. I don't think we got here. Yeah, we didn't. At this point. Hey, we got very... We're going to get close. We aren't going to make it. This detail has been missing for quite a while. Actually, we might make it. Not 100% sure on that, but... Oh, this is going to be super close. Oh, we made it. We got it all. Just enough brick to do that part, and we'll drop in. So, get rid of that. We can put that there. We can then grab this. Make almost a new one. That there. Throw this away. We don't need that. gotta do something with this tower. A little safer. And we can grab that. One of these days, this ruined portal's gonna be removed fully. Too close here. We almost got the frame. The last thing we're going to do is actually put the roof on, because we're going to need to get a bit of so I also need to are we high enough? No. And we whacked at something. Okay, we didn't place. May have gone a bit too far away. Nope. Just right, although we missed the center support. And place. We don't have to do anything special there with the end. Alright, so over here. Good. Oh, we left one annoying piece of debris left. Alright, so, and finally, alright, how about where I'm standing to be okay? There, we got the physical structure. Gone is that. Yeah, I'm thinking of changing up how this is gonna work. Okay, we're hitting X. So right now I need more of these birch trees. We'll start the next segment. Yep, grab. Now I could just easily fill in the voids with the wooden planks, but that's a bit lazy. I'm gonna go the resource hog route, because ultimately I am actually trying to open this area up for a potential future village. I'm gonna have them widely spread apart so as to have a bunch of villagers around, but also not too many to overwhelm the phone. Which, by the way, when I stopped the video, we'll just do this. When that no SIM card message popped up, I did twist the phone, and the phone part's working again. Now there's some oxidation going on where the SIM card is losing its connection. Twist the phone, and usually for months at a time, things will be good. And there goes that one. Yep, this one. Okay, stay on. I'll do the same thing. I know it's a waste, but this is for speed. Now we're switching over to dirt and that. Now we need you guys too. I don't know why I'm ignoring you guys. Alright, so that structure is completely built now. The structure. Now we need to put in the walls and everything else. And we're randomly whacking at stuff. Good. Keep an eye on everything, because like I said, I can't hear it. Can't hear what's going on. I mean, to a degree I can. Yeah, kidding. Imagine that. whacking and randomly jumping. Oh yes, we kind of also need to go into the mines. Move. Eat the food. Yeah, let's put that there, why not? I'm gonna call it good for now. And we can jump. And we can jump. And we get hissy boomy down there. Need to get more chickens anyway. Alright, we can junk that for now. We're not in that position yet. And the knockback one does help. We can just go here at this point. We do have coal down here in the mines. Take it a little slow. Yeah, see, here we go. Come in the back way so we don't disrupt the staircase. Alright, that should get us to a good spot. Yeah, kinda. Gotta get the structure built. Well, actually the structure's built. Now it's going to be the design work. Eliminate the shears for the moment. Yeah. And about here. Place. Place. And just to make it slightly more interesting, And no, we're not going to leave it looking like this. Because, yeah, that looks hideous. But, if you do this... Now we have a design. Yeah, it's something. It's different. So not exactly the most resource friendly, but it looks better than just using planks for the same effect. Go. Although I'm gonna have to go and get some more coal or make charcoal, one or the other. So that's kind of what we're going for. Yes, and now the mansion looks more complete now that it has the windows have the toppers on them. I might not bore you with the entirety of this. In fact, I'm thinking I need more glass, so I might adventure out a little bit to get more. Oh, get more dirt. Entirely wrong. Now we're starting to screw up. Break. Why did something look weird here? It's right. For some reason, it didn't look it. Oh, why are we doing that now? Oh, and we just did what we didn't want to do. pressing buttons, and we can't revert that one anymore. So, there's the kitchen. Actually, go here first. Drop another eyeball off. Then, now the kitchen. More chicken. That's it, really. No more shortcuts. I'm gonna go this way now. This here. More arrows here. Now we're on shovels. We're good with shovels. Here and another wool here. Forgot to leave the cow patties behind, but all right. Make sure we're safe. We are. This. That. Actually, we want this to also be available. We need to go out and get more sand. Alrighty, so let's. I know there's sand right here, but it doesn't look like it's going to help us much. Looking for a larger deposit, like right over here. Kind of need a lot more. And we're getting pretty close to what we want it to be like. You know, a nice fully enclosed mansion. But need more. Some of this got sucked down. We can go up. No, we're up. Up. All right, we have 64 and change. We can break. Alright, this should get us to at least what we're looking for here. That ought to... Yeah, that made the... Alright, so I got 43. How's the sun doing? Alright, so 43. Get us to 48. No, we're gonna go up. And we're going to go up. While we're here, might as well just break. Break. And back. Yep. Get rid of this. And we can come up here. And we can break. Not going to go after all of it, but over here. You get a bunch of it over here. Yeah, just get up here, get up here. I'm not going to go after every stick of it, but just enough to help this to be better. Slightly more than what we had. Can jump. In. And we'll see. Which then can be translated into how many books? 9. Which means another 3 of these. So we got one wall that we can completely fill in. I know that's enough to make more, but it's actually enough to do the job, but not worth going back and forth. Kitchen. More of them. Yes, and more of those. This to the basement. Oh, I had some here already. Alright, so much for that. Alright. Now to go and let's just fill in the bookshelves. Why go, why go in order when we can just haphazardly just go around? So we double wided this. Need to put a wall here. We can fill that dead void a little later. Oh, nope. Alright, so 3 more. That fills that wall. Need just 4 more to make that a thing. Need chandeliers in here as well. Alright. Just throw that junk away. Still shortcut. Okay, good. Now, enter. Close just in case there is something behind us. Another kaboomy stick. For now, we are going to sort those out. And now we'll take that. Put the boat and the compass away. I'm gonna find a spot here where we have not. There is a spot that hasn't been totally decimated quite yet. Well, close enough, I think. Actually, we got a fairly large section over here. Alright, so got this and plenty of those. Not enough of these though. Yeah, we can jump. And we're not going where we're trying to go. Alright, now we're into the birch section of the forest. Break. Break. There's supposed to be some bad weather this work week, so probably get some of this stuff done at that point. And we can move. Say, are we grabbing? Yes, we are. Good. Break. I hear stuff tumbling in the dryer and I keep thinking I'm getting hit by something. Even though the tilt didn't happen. Alright, I think, yeah, the sun's starting to set. There's the house over there. We can jump. Get rid of junk. Get rid of junk. Still have 10 sand. Oh yeah, that's from the... That's grabbing the... That's grabbing the stuff to make the dynamite. We don't need as much of that as I thought we really have to. We need to make a safe spot for those sheep before a wolf does spawn in that pen. Where can I put that? That's not somewhere I want it to be. Right. Junk it there. Alright, forget about that. Oh, we made it to 20. Go and enchant something else now. Dirt blocks. Put that away. Put that away. Some lapis. And chest plate, because that's probably the most important thing. I know we're not getting full enchantments, but blast protection 3, we definitely want that. Now I know how this silly idea thing works. What was that? Blast and unbreaking. Yes. Place. Back into the bin you go. And I'm thinking I'm on the second floor for some reason. First floor. This is the floor we're supposed to be on. And some monsters will be out there. Alright, to the kitchen. Get rid of some of the stuff that we got here. Yeah, kitchen. Got more 2 cow patties. Jumping. Oh, we got a hissy boomy. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's get back to building this thing. Perhaps I should stand further back. Oh, how did that happen? NFG. Alright, so we got one wall built. Yeah, we can't be doing that. Once it's been stripped, you can't get the bark back on it. And we don't have another one. Break. Break. Yeah, we need more axes now. We need axes, shovels. We need to put some stuff back. Alright, so powder, sand, where it belongs. Put another one of those there. Alright, so scroll. I think that'll round us out a bit. Yeah. doing with the... Okay, and we forgot to put away the one there. Ultimately, we'll get this stuff in the basement. Oh, we make a bunch of these, but then we don't. Then we don't bother. Putting one in hand that we need. Not exactly where I wanted that, but not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. It doesn't seem this way works. There we go. Suddenly the view just changed. Now when it comes to the outer perimeter walls, we're going to have to be on the inside to do this. And of course another thing we got to consider is the entry. Have to have it. Probably gonna have to come out a little bit. Yeah, we don't want a light level that is. We're trying for approximately a 7. Now, unlike Java Edition, you can't really F3 it and see what the light level is. You're going to have to know what light level torches are, which is 15, and then just subtract for every block in height you're going. Read that 8 is the safe number, so that's why we're going for 7. Be a little heavy on the torches at the ceiling, but that will keep it safe for us. And it'll keep wolves from ever spawning in this spot. Place. No. That's what it wants. Not what it's supposed to. going to need to get more of the birch stuff, so... reason for doing this again is we need a little more of this, just in case of hiss boom and destruction. Yeah, we gotta pay attention here. Get that into hand, as we have been spotted. Nothing. We actually got enough, but I'm just going to do another section. All right. For some reason, it didn't look like I topped off the windows on the mansion on this side, where the addition was put in. Nothing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's alive still. So am I. Nothing. Something. A lot of creepers. There's another one. Nothing. Probably not what I wanted in the inventory right now. Oh, double. All right. Enough risk and reward right now. More spider eyes there. More meat here. Okay, what else do we gotta get rid of? Okay, we can detonate another charge to open up that farmland, get it, get it to a point. And okay, I thought I grabbed another bow at some point, but I didn't, or arrows, which I didn't. Consolidate that and sleep. And how about eat? Yeah, I can still shortcut. Wolf gun there. No, how about we don't switch to logs and we just one hit the pig. There we go. Pressing. Make it this button here. Hissy boomy. Swap that out and swap this out. Where can I put this now? Right, this has been taken a little too far. Okay, over here. You're not here. Hey, over here. Break. And we won't be putting any torches on that side because that's barn. The farmland ends there. So put that there. Actually, not sure of that. Yeah, that might be a storage area. So that actually went right. We're pressing. Oh, I made 2 axes, so yeah. Running on time. Okay, so we're almost at the end of this exciting episode. We get to watch a barn being built. No, not the correct position. Yep, break it. There we go. That's the way we want it. You almost got the whole thing surrounded. So the toughest part is almost done. We need more of everything. Actually, we can hop out here. Yeah, right there's a better shot. Imagine how loud that must have been for you guys. 'Cause that was kind of audible even though I didn't raise the volume. Brake. Alright, so, in order to try to get some things done, we're going to avoid the monsters. Just sleep. There's other things we also want to do. That's where we terrace that off. We've blown quite a few holes into this. Brake. Brake. Let's shovel. And let's just sleep the night off because the dryer is almost done. We got another sleep cycle. I mean, literally another sleep cycle, and then the dryer will be done. And right, place this here. Get some of that mountain taken care of. Well, I keep calling it a mountain. In terms of how mammoth a project is, it was pretty much mountainous. Now I've blown so many holes into it, you can just chop away at it. This is future farmland, or possibly where a village might start. That has not yet been contemplated on. Nope, we're kinda trying to make this a flatter area. Like I said a while ago, I thought that this hill goes up and then it all disappears, but apparently it doesn't. There's a section of it that just keeps going. So I got the terraced section that we saw in just a little bit ago. Just saying that we're gonna end it at a certain spot and then call it good. This will be easier to get creepers. Break. And we still haven't finished this section yet. Oh, look how close we got. Break. And break. Expose this section, we might as well get, and this is going to be a barn, so I'm not exactly going after the cobble that's in there quite yet. The only reason I dug out the cobble where the villager house there was I needed the cobblestone, and none of this was mined out. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. We're not going to start here. So, over here. Oh, and we can break. Okay, day's half over, and that means the dryer is getting close to completion. So we're just trying to get a little more of this done as well. Well, that went without double stacking, which is pretty good. Apparently I didn't do as good a job with this section as I thought I did. Kind of blown it out completely, but apparently not. this is going to be the final bit that we're doing in this particular video. And I don't... Oh yeah, I do have another pickaxe here. Oh, that broke and I didn't hear it. And how about breaking the last one? There we go. So yeah, we got that much of it done. Yeah, I want this here. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna put some stuff away and call it good for the video. So the dryer's about to turn off. And the sun's about to set. How about door shut? And basement. And there'll be a wall here, and then we just simply go straight up like so. Ever so slowly. I don't think I need this free right now. So I don't really need much of that right now. Get rid of this dirt. Oh, and there goes the dryer. So if that's done, put that there. Yeah, I can take care of this. Nope, over here. A little later. I'm just gonna finish up putting stuff away. Okay. In fact, it's time to call it a night anyway. As we go into the kitchen to put away some more of that and more of this. And I think that will be this episode of Mobile Adventures. About to say one way, which it isn't. That went on for a very long time, and then, yeah. Distance effect, they didn't say. You lose everything if you die beyond the 23-bit integer. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.